Today on Our American Republic, we'll talk about the origins of the Republic. The American government was established as a democratic republic to include elements from autocracies, democracies, and republics, fused in a manner that would ensure states' rights, human rights, and civil rights would not be abridged. It was not modeled solely after a singular historical system of government, but from a series of compromises during the Constitutional Convention based on historical perceptions from the period. In Federalist 51, Madison stated that dependence on the people would keep the new central government in line. To that end, the founders had devised a system to preserve individual liberties and encourage compromise between the central government, the citizenry, and the states. According to James Madison, writing about the character of a president, republics are designed to enable an educated and patriotic group of civil servants to govern in accordance with public needs. Republics provide the people with a governing body that can rationally govern and ensure long-term national survival more effectively than democracies. Athenian democracy failed after the people failed to adequately respond to external threats. A majority of Athenians turned away from direct democracy and ended up seeking an authoritarian solution to the Spartan threat. Ultimately, Athens was defeated by a determined Spartan adversary in the Peloponnesian War. To address democratic shortfalls, as well as those of other forms of government, the Constitution established an executive branch with a limited monarch for responsiveness and enforcement, a legislative branch to debate and draft the laws of the land, and a judicial branch to ensure the constitutionality and legality of federal action. Though citizens were given the power to vote and exert democratic powers within their towns, counties, and states, only members of the federal government would draft, review, and implement actual policy that would affect the entire nation. Another key Republican institution is the Electoral College. It was created to select the president by a majority of state-appointed electors, not a democratic majority of citizens. States like Delaware and Rhode Island would only consider joining the United States of America as long as provisions were included to ensure equal treatment of the states. The Electoral College keeps populous states like California, Illinois, New York, Texas, and Florida from choosing the presidents without support from the rest of the states. The Electoral College protects the interests of the smaller states from the majority. We are citizens of the American Republic. Where do we fit into this system? Why were key local powers delegated to the states and the people? How are minority rights protected in this system? What happens if any branch of government acts outside the constitutional boundaries? How can we influence the system to ensure it lasts and all of our interests are addressed, not just those of the majority?